I'm Lockie and this is my partner Beth. We're Solomon Troup Architects and this is our project, Point Lonsdale House. This modest project sought to transform an existing 1980s brown brick project home from a well-lived-in family home, which previously accommodated a family of 5, into a house for the clients to retire in. The clients approached us about 10 years ago after spending about 10 years in Luxembourg, where they lived and worked, and this house basically sat dormant for the period, and obviously they'd had their family prior to moving out, and they came back and they were left with what was a house that was very much family-centric and didn't really suit their needs as they moved into retirement and into the next stage of their lives. Initial discussions about the block included the possibility of demolishing and starting again, the possibility of demolishing and building and subdividing and potentially building 2 houses. But due to budgetary constraints and basically the stage of life that they were lived in, it was decided that we'd embark upon a project that would be an alterations and additions project that would be small, minimal, but provide them with the needs that they required for the next stage of their lives. The project's obviously in Point Lonsdale, which is and the clients are very much of the demographic of the area, retirees. But it's a great spot, and probably the main thing to take away from the aerial photograph is the close proximity to the ocean, and obviously the sea breezes that we get from the south is very important to the project. The site itself, the existing house is very much as a project home would, as in there's no real relation to the site. It's obviously a court site, so that provided us with an irregular shaped block, which was something that we've utilised and was very beneficial. And something else to note is this parkland, which is infrequently used, but occasionally there's a game of cricket or something like that, but it's certainly not a public park, but it's a park that's used by some immediate residents on the odd occasion. So in terms of the floor plan, it didn't work in the fact that there were 2 living spaces in the existing house, and neither worked particularly well. One was sort of the sitting area, the other was sort of a television area that didn't really work. The kitchen was very much at the back. There was no southerly aspect. There was no, they didn't capture the breezes from the south. The master bedroom came immediately off the living space. There was a study that was infrequently used, and so it was the middle section. Yeah, that's all right. One of the first challenge of the project, I suppose, was the entry. It was convoluted and rather difficult to navigate as a guest. So the way you'd enter was through a gate, down past the side of the house, past the master bedroom window, looking into the master bedroom window, and we didn't feel this was suitable for the site. So this is the course you'd take as a guest, and the course that we proposed was to sort of bring that closer forward to make a far more welcoming entry space. Next one. So the idea when we decided to embark on the alterations and additions project was to keep the spaces they wouldn't be using for the next part of their lives. So we decided to keep the garage, keep the bedrooms at the back, but repair the middle section, which was the area that needed the work. The waste created by the construction industry contributes to an estimated 1/3 of the world's overall waste. In this project, strategies were used which drastically reduced the amount of waste created through demolition. An existing ensuite was repurposed as a guest powder room, removing the need to cut up concrete in order to relocate an existing toilet. This not only reduced the demolition waste, but also reduced labour costs on site. An existing window opening was used as the opening to the master bedroom addition, utilising the existing lintel, again reducing waste and labour costs. Rather than starting with a clean slate, various elements of the existing building fabric were retained and repurposed in order to reduce the waste created by the new works. And so you can see where if you go back to the last one, you can see this toilet was fully retained, as in we didn't. I think one thing that our practice has established as we've grown older is we tend to retain as much of the building fabric as we can. It's almost become a deliberate thing. We don't really see a need to remove and build new walls where there is no need. So that particular area was one that we just didn't see, and it worked quite well in terms of the floor plan moving forward. And you can see the entry to the master bedroom wing, which is now removed from the living area, was inserted through an existing opening. So that again, just reducing waste and whatnot. By definition, the new addition, which measures only 40 square metres in area, is a quintessential lean-to addition, sleeving under the existing fascia and gutter of the existing home. The addition provides a significantly improved master bedroom suite, which was designed to take in views of the adjacent well-established garden. The project also involved an extensive reconfiguration of the house's internal living, dining and kitchen spaces. An existing untouched bedroom wing allows their extended family to visit on occasions, whilst also being able to be closed off completely when no one is visiting. So the addition obviously is orientated towards the parkland and the garden. The materials chosen for the addition were chosen to blend seamlessly into the surrounding environment. The new addition is clad in a spotted gum rain screen, which serves two purposes. Firstly, it allowed for an operable screen to the ensuite, which allows the clients to control the level of privacy from the adjacent, infrequently used public park. The rain screen also provides shading to the external building envelope, which is particularly useful on hot summer afternoons, given the new master bedroom suite faces west. The built form of Point Lonsdale House is intricately related to its context. The addition was designed as a modern interpretation of a gable roof form with a sloping roof line that follows the angle of the site. This not only creates a dynamic and interesting form, but also maximises the available space within the site and provides a more intimate garden for the clients. The connection to the garden is a critical element in the design of the addition. A landscape designed by Tim Nichols from TNLA was developed prior to the commencement of the building works, and large native eucalypt trees were planted 6 months prior to the building works commencing, allowing them to grow and to hide the roof of an adjacent neighbouring house. The row of gum trees also provides privacy from the adjacent park to the ensuite, which you'll see shortly. An external operable Venetian blind is used to keep the master bedroom space cool. It can be fully opened in the morning to take in the views of the garden, or closed to prevent the hot western sun from entering the space, as you see here. So it can drop up and down depending on the level of privacy they want, how they want to interpret it. But it's generally its shading device from the west. Thank you. The master bedroom ensuite sits next to the master bedroom wing and has windows facing east and to the west. To the east, a highlight window frames an established silver birch tree, whilst also providing privacy from the street. To the west, an operable screen allows the clients to control the amount of privacy from the adjacent park. They can either open the screens right up and enjoy the garden whilst having a bath, or close them as required. The existing plan very much closed off the house to the south, where the afternoon sea breezes blow in from. We decided to open this side of the house up using a double sliding door with retractable fly screens to allow 2/3 of the opening to be completely open, allowing the cooling breezes to flow through and provide excellent cross ventilation throughout the main living areas. The kitchen is open plan and really opened it up so that they can entertain better. Last photo, just get a last photo. Point Lonsdale House is a testament to how even small changes can have a significant positive impact on the functionality and livability of a home. So, yeah.